Hello, good to see you here. I am going to talk today about, and I'm looking at my notes, what you do or okay, let me start that again. Apparently, okay, I'm a little bit sleepy. What can I say? What do you do to start your day off on the right foot? And I have three tips for you to consider. And when I talk about it, starting your foot off on, your day off on the right foot, or, because some people say, oh, she must have got up on the wrong side of the bed, or, that kind of thing. It's just, it depends on what we do to set ourselves up so that we can have a good day. Now, that doesn't mean that everything is always going to go the way we want it to go or need it to go. Stuff happens, life happens. Right now, I'm not in my own home. I'm at my auntie's house, and she's been sick, and so we got the I did not take the phone off the hook, so you may hear it ring because we're waiting on the doctor to call. So I'll apologize for that early on, and we're just going to keep it moving though, because I'm here to support her and to help her and my cousins. So, but I just wanted to give you guys something to start off your Monday with to, encourage you and help you along the way. And this is whether you have a business or not. While you think about what you do to start your day off on the right foot, I'm going to introduce myself because you guys that know me know that sometimes I forget to do that and I don't do it until the very end of the video because I've been so busy talking because I want to explain and make sure that everybody understands everything. So, my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to come online and use the power of social media to be able to get leads, prospects, and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing. Excuse me, I have a lozenge in my mouth as well. I use video marketing. I use branding and lead generation, as well as giving you updated, modern, and trending strategies and tips to help you in your business and as well as in your everyday life because they are like this as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it's just the way it is. So, one goes hand in hand. If you're having a really like you don't feel well when you wake up and you still have to go to work, but you're not sick enough to where you can't go to work, and so you go, but it's just the way it is, and we just do what we can and we keep it moving. um, so I thought about some of the things that I do, but I would like to see what you all do. If you would drop it in the chat for me, the chat box is open as usual. And I would like to see your comments, your questions, whatever it is that you have that you can interact with me concerning this. Because I have my little things that I've started doing to kind of help myself. And I used to do a lot of different things over my journey of my life, and it's changed. It changes depending on whatever situation you're in. And I had gotten to where I wasn't doing anything for myself, and so now I'm starting back and trying to be more cognizant of that. So, and one thing that I do, which I really am glad that I'm starting to just fall back into it, is to start praying. I just start praying. I just start thanking God for who He is. And for those of you who know me, I'm not trying to push anything on you. This is what I do for me. And this is what gives me strength. And this is what helps me to keep moving and keep standing and keep going. So I'll start to just pray and I'll start to think about, how good, God is to me, even with all the stuff that's happening. There's still good out there. There's still good things that are happening. And then the other thing that I've started doing, and I got this from my mentor, one of my mentors, and she was talking about taking a deep breath in and holding it for a count of five. Breathe in for a count of five, hold it for a count of five, and then breathe out for a count of five. Well, I did that, and then now I have gosh, I can't. I have eye pressure issues, and so me holding my breath would cause an increase in the pressure. So I don't want to do that at all. So I don't hold the breath. I just breathe in on a count of five and breathe out on a count of five, and that still kind of gives me a little bit of a pressure release. You know, it gives me time to think and slow down and settle myself and center myself. And then usually I try to do this the night before, and depending, I may do it the morning of, but I try to look at my daily method of operation for my business, as well as whatever else I have to do for the day, because I have a 19-year-old running around. And so I have things that, then he tells, of course, they tell you stuff the last minute, and you just gotta grin and bear it and go, okay, because you don't have a choice, because you need to really get them to whatever it is. If it's something that I can put off, I'll say, nope, you need to let me know in advance. This is not something that you really need to go to, whatever. But you that have children, that have teenagers, you know what I'm talking about. So as I was going through my DMO last night, my daily method of operation, I was looking at the things that I wanted to do today. And today is more of a day, especially like I said, because I'm not in my home. I'm with a relative who's sick and in pain. And so we're waiting for the doctor to call back. But I wanted to just kind of give you guys something to let you know that, of course, everything's not going to be the way we want it to be, but stuff happens. And it's just important to do what it is that we need to do. And so if you already have a daily method of operation, you need to have non-negotiables, those things that you need to get done. And so I've been working on those this morning, getting some of those things done so that I can have time to do other things that I need to do. And throughout the day for both myself and to help my aunt and my cousins. And so it's all good. We just do what we have to do, and that's what's important. And that's what I want you to be more mindful of, at least, because don't let things just because something didn't go right with your day, just throw your hands up and say, I can't do any of this stuff. But you can. So have your things that you really need to get done. I call them non-negotiables. You may call them things that have to be done today, whatever it is. Make sure you have a plan so that when things, are not going the way that you'd like them to go, there's not one of those days that's easy going. Then you just, you look at your plan and you decide, okay, the things that are started, the things that you usually are the most important things. You can stir them, you can do whatever it is that you need to do, but then you get those things done and you don't stress about the rest of it. The rest of it you can move to another day, you can move it to later in the day, whatever. So I find that important. Now, the other thing that I want to tell you, aside from just giving you my little thing of what I do, it's important to have yourself a little morning routine, something that's going to help you to be settled, something that's going to help you to be able to go through your day and not be stressed. And I find that as I'm stressed with my 19-year-old and some of the things that have been going on, it's just been kind of one thing after another. The loss of my brother and, some other things going on. And I just have like this irritation in my shoulder here. And I know that it's gotta be just because I refuse to give in. And so my body is going, you need to stop, you need to stop. So trying to make me, stop and lay down or whatever. But, I'll do that when I have time. Right now, I want to get this done, and I want to give you something to help you to be able to go through your day and figure out what's going to work for you. Morning routine, like I said, mine is the things that I talked to you about earlier. And then having your DMO, having your things already ready that you know that you need to get done, and the things that you don't need to get done right then that day or even that morning, they can be done later or the next day. You just, it's a part of, what you look at when you prepare for your day. Because some days you wake up, you don't have any electricity, your computer's not working, your phone might be working, and so you can kind of do stuff on your phone. It just, it just depends. Stuff happens. I do things that kind of help to keep me calm because I'm used to kind of more so having my mornings and, doing my stuff that I need to do. But my 19-year-old is more so in now than out. And so we're kind of, trying to readjust things. So, and that's okay. It's life. Stuff happens and we adjust. It's important. One other thing or two other things I want you to do and remember to do, regardless of what's happening in your day, regardless of whether things are going the way you wanted them to or not, the one thing you can always count on is that something may go wrong or something may not go the way that you want it to go. But it doesn't mean that you have to stop. It doesn't mean that you have to just throw your hands up. It means that you continue to believe in you. Believe in what it is that you are trying to accomplish, what it is that you are accomplishing. I am removing trying from my vocabulary, but every now and then I still catch myself, but I stop it. And my cousin and I, the other day, we were talking about something, and and she said something, and she said, no, I didn't mean that, and she changed it around, and that's what it is. It's like getting rid of the negative stuff that will come out of our mouth or come into our brain, and where thoughts, can become things, and and then the next thing you know, that's your reality. So really important. Both of us were like catching ourselves saying things, and then we're like, nope, don't mean that. It's probably because of this. And, we make it better than making it negative, making it positive better rather than negative. And so in believing in yourself, trusting in yourself, keeping yourself abreast of what's going on between, here and in here, and you being in control instead of letting your subconscious, which is usually trying to take control without you being aware, because it's a lot more, I can't remember the number now, but it's really, your subconscious has a huge amount of control, more so than your conscious. And it's basically a protective mechanism, but it can cause us to get stuck and not move and not do the things that we need to do. So, just believe in yourself, get what's between here straight, talk positives. The other thing I have here is speak to yourself. Speak to yourself in positives. If you say something like, oh, I'll never get this, turn it around and say, nope, that is not it. I will get this. I am getting this. I'm learning this. I will do this. I talk positives to myself. When I was sitting here fighting with my shoulder and trying to get my life going and trying to make because I'm in a different environment, trying to get my stuff the way I wanted it to go. But, I wasn't going to let that keep me down. So, it's okay. It's all good. Started a little bit late, but at least I'm still here. I showed up, and I wanted to give you guys value. I wanted to give you information that might be helpful to you today. It's just important to have a morning routine, to be able to look at your schedule, your DMO, your daily method of operation, whatever that might be for your business, as well as for the things that you need to do in your home, for your kids, if you have kids, if whatever it is. And to be able to keep yourself in a positive frame of mind, because we're going through some stuff and it's easy to get down, but we don't want to be down. We want to lift ourselves and keep being positive. Imagine if everybody just was like, oh, woe is me. Oh, this is so terrible. Then it would be, because that would be our reality. We can speak our reality. And as we speak, so it becomes. So when you speak, why not just choose to speak positives? And, if you say something and it's not quite in keeping with what you're trying to become and stay positive, then you just say, nope, nope, nope. Actually, it was such and such. Like I was so irritated with my son the other day, for an example, and then I'm gonna go in and stop. But my son was driving me crazy the other day, and I was like, little knucklehead. And I was like, okay, no, didn't mean that. Actually, I know he's a really good boy. He just wasn't quite thinking probably at the time. That's okay. We all do that. And I had to just turn myself around, and that's okay. It's okay to do that. It's not that we're going to be perfect. We never will be. Striving for perfection is good, but trying to be perfect or knowing that we're going to be there, no, because it's always going to keep moving. It's like the rabbit and the carrot. Keep moving the carrot out, and the rabbit keeps going for it. We want to keep striving. We want to keep doing the best that we can, to be the best that we can, to help each other, to know that we are all in this together, and that it just works out so much better when we're kind to each other, when we're caring for each other, and when we're trying to be the best that we can be. And that's in our business as well as in our everyday life with our families and the people that we hang around. So basically, I'll go off on another tangent, so I don't want to do that. So basically, those are the things that I wanted to get to you today. And thank God the phone didn't ring and keep ringing. So that's awesome. So we did good. So I don't see any comments in the chat right now. So I know that you can always come back and make comments later, questions, whatever that is, and I will answer you, whether you are here with me live or whether you're catching us on the replay. And I will always get back to you and answer whatever it is that you have. I hope that this was valuable for you. I hope that it gave you something to think about and something to start your Monday off. I mean, Mondays are great. Monday is another day to start anew. It's another day full of mercies that are new. It's another day for new opportunities, just to keep moving forward and to keep going. Sometimes we do have to stop and lay down, but that's okay. We're normal. We're human beings, So basically, that is all I had. I hope, like I said, that this was helpful and valuable for you. And so I'm going to do some housekeeping things really quick. Number one, keep your notifications on so you know when I'm going live. Remember that we're still walking through this stuff, and I'm keep hearing about surges and what have you. So do what you can to keep you, your family, your friends, and others safe. I still follow the CDC guidelines. It's just what I've been doing, and that's what's worked for me. And I've had family members who have gotten COVID. Not supposed to say that word. Families who have gotten what we're walking through. Sorry about that. And it's one of the new rules that we're. So anyway, yeah. So but I'm still okay. And I'm 65 and asthmatic, so I do whatever I can to keep myself as safe as possible. And so that's what I do. The other thing is, remember, there are people out there that are isolated, that a phone call, text message, email, or even getting them on a Zoom might really brighten their day and lift their spirits. For us who pray, please remember to lift us and our world in prayer, as we are all in this together. We just need to realize that and be helpful to each other, be kind to each other, lift each other up instead of kicking each other down and doing things to just make things worse. We want to make things better and more positive. Lifting people up, I'm determined. So wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, sleepy time, always make it the best that you can make it. Always be the best that you can be. God bless you. God keep you. And I will see you again tomorrow on another live. Talk soon. Bye now.